What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? DoctorDDub here, and welcome back to YLANDS. We are gonna get started. Oh boy, looks like we've got some weather coming in. We're gonna get started building ourselves a Viking village. I don't know why right now I sound very weird in my own ears. I don't know why. Anyway, how's everyone doing? We got a lot of people in already, which is pretty sweet. And just in time for the storm. Yeah. Yeah, Coco, were you not here last stream? I'm pretty sure you were. We had the two masts. We were sailing. We found this place. And we're going to call it home. And I started building this temporary shelter. And I'm thinking I might tear it all down. I was building it so I could have a bed and storage. But we have a ship that serves that purpose as well. I have a bamboo roll or bamboo mat I can roll out and sleep on it, and we have plenty of storage on there right now. I'll probably build a couple more things of storage just on the shore, just to have something. But Tracy, I don't have any snow here, but it is very cold, at least for me. I'm kind of cold right now. I'm excited to be playing video games, though, because games make my computer run a little warmer, and in my tiny little closet, I actually use my computer to regulate temperature instead of my heater. It's a lot cheaper that way. We need bridges to other islands. Sky, that is planned, but it is a ways off. So I've been doing some, we're gonna lose audio here for a sec. I've been doing some planning. And so I've got a list of buildings I want to include, and I'd like to start the stream off by asking you guys for your input as well. If anyone has any ideas as far as buildings for a Viking village go, I'd love to hear them. So far, I've got a longhouse, which is traditionally what Vikings use for housing. The very long buildings, sometimes they'd have like cattle on one end, the other end would be like a crafting area, and then in the middle would be their actual housing. I'm going to stick slightly to some Viking culture, but not entirely. We've got a longhouse for housing, a couple other smaller houses, some with personal gardens like out in the back. I don't know, I think that'd be kind of cool. A tannery for animal skins and storage. A forge area, which I want to put right outside. It's going to go away for a sec, or it's just going to look very strange. And yeah, so that's a thing. We've got a cave up somewhere that I want to put that right outside. I think that could be kind of cool. Mead and women. There is a tavern on here, guys. Don't worry. For food storage, and I don't know how alcohol is treated in this game or if it even exists, but I wanted to do that as well. But I skipped over. The forge will have all of our blacksmithing needs, and it'll be right outside the cave entrance, or the mine entrance, as I'm probably going to call it, because I'm probably going to convert the inside of that cave, or at least part of it, into a mine with proper like supports and just, I don't know, it's going to be kind of cool. This is all like long-term stuff. This is going to take a long time. You guys saw how long it took me to build a tiny little house and a dock at the old place. But the Viking beard maintenance shop, I don't know. But we've got a dock that spans the shore, tavern, fields/gardens for large-scale food and resource production, preferably close to the tavern because that's where I'm going to be storing most of the food, an armor smith, a weaponsmith. It's pretty obvious what they do. A tailor for all of our clothing outfits, and that's where I'll put the weaving loom and the spinning, whatever it's called. Do we have beards? Is that what I'm hearing? Jen, we could have a beard, and I don't know how character customization works, if I can go back in and re-customize stuff, but I might grow a beard if that's possible for this Viking build, because that seems fitting. And then a shipping warehouse, a larger structure on the dock for just miscellaneous stuff. But personally, I want a dire wolf. That would be cool. Some sort of like brewery or meadery. If that's possible, I'll have to look into that. I don't know if that's a thing in this game. I don't think it is. All things boozy. Yeah. Yeah, sure. All things boozy. And then if we can't tame boars, which I think would be kind of cool, we might be able to tame some horses. And I mean, we might do it. I know you can tame horses. So potentially I was typing potentially a stable slash barn of some sort. If we can domesticate animals, that could be kind of cool. Horses slash boars. Yeah, Tazoli, that's probably... Where are you based, by the way? Are you in the US, or are you overseas, or where you at? Jen, it's okay. UK? Yeah, that might be part of it. Oh, hold on, let me... If anyone thinks of anything else for the list, let me know, and we can add things to it. But I don't even know where I want to start. So while I figure that out, I'm just going to cut some trees because I need wood and stuff. I also need the space for that stuff. So let's actually make ourselves some more storage because we're going to need it. Chests, wooden chests, are planks and nails. Which I know we have wood, I know we have the nails, I just need to grab it and make some. And storage is going to be a hot mess here very shortly. I'm just going to be dumping stuff left and right because I just need space to work with right now. Ooh. I like that. So that would be cemetery, and then I'll have to look into Viking religion as far as what they worshipped and like how that would be. Fisherman's hut near the pier. Cafe, I like it. Also, hello and welcome. Cemetery. Why can't I type? Because I'm dumb. It's an E and not an A. Cemetery slash... Well, actually, this says separately. Place of worship. Because I know you can make... Heck, for the cemetery, I could just kill myself a bunch of times in it and put gravestones down. Or have guests come on, and I know Trix and Coco, I know you guys both own the game, could come in and kill yourselves in the graveyard, and so we could have headstones for different people in the cemetery. That'd be kind of cool. And I know there are graveyard, like, fences and stuff that say graveyard, and it's wrought iron kind of graveyard fence, so that could be cool. Headstones... Fence, sure, place of worship, look into Viking religion more. Sorry, I'm doing this on the fly and talking is different, or I'm not used to it. Kill each other, battle royale. And then entertainment venue or death arena. That could be kind of cool. Arena. I don't know how accurate that is. Again, I'll have to do a lot of research. I'm just kind of getting some ideas. And then Cafe said the fish. Wow, I can normally type, guys, but trying to talk and type. Is very difficult for me. All right. Go away. Okie doke. Did we ever... Oh, crap. Dang it. I wish you had the option to set stuff in place, like, for good, so I don't stop... So I can stop doing that, which happens entirely too often. Alright, then we just need some planks. And we'll make a few of these. 20. That should allow us to make several chests of the wooden variety. And we're just going to throw these on the shoreline somewhere. It's not going to look... Actually, heck, we built this. I don't know if we're going to keep building it, but we can at least not destroy it yet, and I'll just use this for storage for the time being. Which was originally the plan, so I guess I'm still doing what I set out to do. Oh, and one thing... Ooh, can I do a windmill? Zoli, that's... That's ambitious. One thing that I need to start doing in this game, yeah, just storage platform. One thing I need to start doing is just because something says, oh, I don't know, that's a stone fence, doesn't mean I have to use it as a stone fence. And just because there's pre-built chairs doesn't mean I can't make my own chair or something. It's going to be a lot more rudimentary looking. But for larger structures like a windmill, there might not be a windmill that you can build, but I could potentially fashion something together to look like a windmill. What is this? A medieval window. Yeah, I've seen that, Coco. I've looked at some screenshots of people's builds, and it looks really cool. And I think that fits way better than glass windows, because I don't think we would have glass windows in a Viking thing. Spoke like a true architect. Oh, okay, so let's start using storage and just dumping stuff. The pirate gear, stones, the wooden blocks I'm not using, birch bark, crossbow bolts, the crossbow, keys, Moby Dick. Oh, that's full. On to the next. Some stuff. Oh, I'll keep the food on me. The raw food that I still need to cook. Hey, an anvil. Why do I need that? That should be good though. And the stone. And then Moby Dick. And a coconut helmet, because that's ridiculous. Alright though. While I think about what to build first, I'm just going to start cutting these birch trees down, because we need a lot of wood. And I don't want these birch trees here. I'm going to pretty much cut every single birch tree down. I don't think it fits for this area. I much prefer the conifers, which I think I made clear last time. So, of the buildings that we can build, what's the best way to phrase this? In my opinion, it makes the most sense to start at the coast and work our way up, so that way we know what kind of space we're working with, because I know for sure I need a dock on the water line. That is for sure happening. Hi, Kira. Welcome. And heyo. To protect DoctorDDub's Viking nation, best start with Beverch deforestation. Yeah. And one thing I want to do at some point, and I think I mentioned this last time, is go through and clear up, like, there's just so much crap on the ground in this game. And I get that's how you gather the resources. They just put it on the ground everywhere for you to gather. But, like, just looking, it just looks ugly. So at some point, I'm going to clear most things. Oh, look at the young little conifer. It's so tiny. We need wood, and Kira appears. She has been summoned. By the mention of wood, it makes perfect sense. What did I just hit? Oh, I'm hitting the flint to the side. I was like, what is metallic sounding? Apparently, if you take an axe to stone or flint, it makes gravel. Pretty sure it would also make gravel if you took a proper tool to it, but everyone has needs. Oh, yes they do. Is that a tiny little... Is that a tiny little birch tree I cut down? Aw, poor little guy. That gives a lot of material for something so tiny. That's awesome. Oh, another thing I need to look into, and Coco or Trix, if you guys know this already, then by all means let me know. Path. Some sort of pathing. I don't necessarily want, like, walkways everywhere. Like, I don't want a wooden floor or a wooden walkway throughout this entire place. Or, I don't know, I don't want stairs everywhere. I'd like some sort of just path I can place down. Ooh, luckily all this up here is conifer. And all of our birch is just down here. Cool. I like that. Makes it easy to cut. Little guy had a lot in his trunk. Yes, he did. Rip baby birch. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to. That thing's on steroids. Kinda. It's very hilly, so it would make sense to install some raised platforms. I want to do some variation in what I do. That's a dead birch, so I don't think that's growing anymore, so we'll cut that down. Oh, Kira, what you eating? I'm not going to ask you to share, because that's unrealistic. But I did Grubhub the other night, or Uber Eats. Got some Jack in the Box after the, not Valentine's, after the Dream Daddy stream, because I was kind of hungry. Give you one guess as to why, but I mean, I would share if you could. If I could, you could. Yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, what I was saying is I want to stick to like a building style, and so it might be worth spending the resources and just place items down. And basically, and I see people do this in Minecraft all the time, is to get basically like a building palette. Like decide upon the materials I'm gonna use and stick closely to it on everything I build. Not exactly. And Tazoli, this is stemming off your comment about the raised platforms because it's so hilly. I want to do a mix of both raised platforms and wow, I made a mess for myself. Raised platforms and stuff that's kind of like sunk into the land. Like kind of dig out, just basically take my shovel, shovel? I think it's a shovel. And then the spade is... Anyway, dig out like a flat section, just going straight into a cliffside, and then, or like into the hill, and then like on the back side, like if I dug straight in, that would be where the back wall is. And then I could go back in and fill it in with dirt, which I think is something you can do. I don't know if I have the tools to do it yet, but... Daddy's make DoctorDDub hungry. Something like that. Oh man. If things stopped floating in this game, that'd be kind of cool. Come on. I want the stick. Give me the stick. I got it. Don't worry, guys. I stuck to it. Well, that's not as funny because I didn't say the actual word stick, but whatever. Good boy. I play fetch real well. Fetch that stick. Oh, Kira, you're having way too much fun with this. But yeah, I said I was gonna just gather wood while we decided on things, and we haven't really decided on things. What should we build first? I started saying it would make most sense to start with the dock, and I might do that, because part of decorating the dock is going to be having a bunch of different barrels and boxes and crates and stuff. Because I feel like that would look like very dock-ish. No pun intended, because it's me doing it, so of course I think it would look very dockish, but... Do the dock, yeah? Or should we dock that decision for later? Okay, just kidding, I'm done. Are we full already? Give me the resin! There we go. Reach for the sky, guys. Grab that resin. Okay, that is a shadow of something that's floating. What is it? Where's the sun coming from? Hi, Boar. How's it going? Is that the shadow of a mushroom being cast from up top on that hill? It might be. I don't know. Is this the last? No, it's not the last birch tree. Doc broke Kira. Kira laughing too hard right now. I'm gonna dock some points for that, and apparently I'm not even swinging this at the tree anymore. Okay, so yeah, we'll start with the dock. And just so you guys can temper your viewing expectations, today's stream is gonna be 2 hours. I didn't even mean to kill that boar, he just kind of got caught in the swing. Whatever. Just so you guys kind of measure your expectations as far as what's gonna be happening on stream. You guys know how picky I am with placement and stuff. A dock, as simple as that sounds, whatever you're picturing in your head as far as what I'm going to do for the dock, triple it. And that might be where I start as far as like scope of things. I'm wanting this to be like freaking epic. for walking bacon. And in order to do that, I'm gonna go a little over the top. Oh no, Coco, it's not this spot right here. Like I said, triple and start there. We're gonna be running the dock down almost the entirety of this thing. And then from there, we're gonna have piers that stick out. And it's not just gonna be like the little pier that we had in... at our starter island. Sorry, I was trying to think of a name for that place. At our starter island, it's going to be so much more than that. So, yeah, Tazoli, I'm trying, man. So, if we decide to do a dock, which we're going to do, we've decided on, I don't know why I'm phrasing it as if we haven't, it might take, like, 5 or so streams to get a dock built. But it's going to be awesome, and that is going to be the foundation for the rest of our place. And as we build stuff, we get more ideas, and maybe we change things up. And like just now, I was describing that the dock was pretty much going to run the entire length. I'm thinking if we left... This side needs to be left open, because I do want to make a small boat, and that'll be a nice passage to travel through, to get to this whole area, which is super cool. And I like it. So we might end up using this at some point for things. I don't know what things, but things. Hi, wolves. You guys up on the hill? Where are you guys at? I don't know. It's getting dark, though. Which is always scary. So, let's make it less scary. And drop a lantern. Perfect. What was I saying? Something about it just... Oh, I'm already getting ideas. So the fisherman's hut, which will have to go on the water. I think that would be kind of cool. There's so many things I need to decide before I go too crazy. I'm thinking that would make more sense over here somewhere. On this end. We could fish, but then the lines would be in the way of people sailing through. I don't know. Very true, corporate. Hire some Viking crew. I'm on my last 2 trees. Did I just... Glass shards. That's my lantern. I just cut my lantern, or a tree dropped on it. I don't remember which happened. Did anyone see that? Hold on, we're gonna make it morning real quick. Did I hit it, or did the tree fall on it? Nope, not emotes. I want to unpack this, and lie on it, and sleep until morning. I smashed it. I didn't mean to smash it. I didn't know you could... Well, I guess I knew you could do that. It makes sense. But... We're just gonna leave that there, and then we'll pick up the snow and the marble chunks, which look ugly just being dropped everywhere, and throw them in our chests of chestfulness that store everything and everything. Did I say everything and everything? Anything and everything? Okay, I feel like these birch trees are multiplying. I thought I was on my last couple. I'm not. Alright, marble chunk and snow. And the glass shards. Rip lantern. It's so sad. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I know I can melt it back into glass, but... We'll probably grab a lantern off the ship to use for the time being, because I don't have... Ooh. Crap. I'm just now realizing, I'm going to want to make a lot of cool stuff to build buildings with. I'm also going to need the crafting stations to make those cool things with. So I might have to set up temporary crafting stations just everywhere. I'm thinking I can do the dock first, though, and then place them on the dock, or at least some portion on the dock. I'm trying to think this through. Yeah, Sky, I'm pretty sure that's all you can do with glass shards. Where is it? Glass. Yeah, raw glass can be made from sand or from glass shards. So you smelt it back into raw glass, and then you can make windows and spheres and magnifying glasses and other stuff. Terrible cookies? Ew. That sounds very painful. Sorry, I didn't quite put that together. Terrible cookies with glass shards. That sounds... Use that demo hammer? For what, Coco? I have a demo hammer, but you don't get stuff back. It just... yeah, Jen. They would be terrible. Oh, and speaking of terrible cookies, I don't know why I'm in like a storytelling mode right now. When I was in high school, I think it was. Yeah, I had to have been in high school. And I might have already told this story before. Have I told the story about cookies being super flat? Like I baked cookies and it came out as one giant sheet. I don't remember. I really don't remember. Anyway, I'll tell it again anyway. Girlfriend and I in high school were baking cookies at my place, or I guess my mom's place. And we were baking cookies and we put them all, it's just chocolate chip cookies, and we were using the recipe off of the bag of chocolate chips. And so we had followed the directions, we did everything just fine, put the cookies in the oven, they look great. We leave them for a little bit, someone's at the door rings, we go get it. It was a neighbor, they wanted to stop by and just chat with my mom, and so we visited for a little bit. We go back in the kitchen, and we check on our cookies, and instead of the little, like, balls that, you know, flatten out into cookies, it was one giant sheet of, like, liquid cookie. It's like we were doing cookie peanut brittle or something. It looked really bad. And so we're like, what the heck did we do? We followed the recipe, everything looked fine. And then my mom comes into the kitchen, she's like, what happened to your cookies? We're like, we're not sure. She's like, did you put any flour in? We're like, yeah. She's like, how much? We're like, 3/4 of a cup. And she looked at us, she's like, that is not nearly enough flour for a batch of cookies. So we take out the trash, or we go back into the trash where the bag of chocolate chips was, or like the empty bag, and we realized that when opening the bag of chocolate chips, we cut the corner off, and so instead of 2 3/4 cups of flour, we only used 3/4 cups of flour, or something like that. I don't know if the measurements are accurate, but that's how you get liquid cookie sheets if you're ever curious. Just don't add the flour. It was beautiful. It tasted great, though. Like, it was super gooey, and just like, we cut it with a cookie cutter. And then we accidentally burnt it because we wanted to put it back in to cook it more, and then it was disgusting after that. But, yes, story time with Doc. It's always fun. All right, that is a lot of wood. 258, no, I missed a stack. 200 and 300? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 308 logs. And is that all the birch trees? I have done away with the birch trees, unless there's any baby birch. Any birchlings that I don't know about. To Zoe for the epic cookie story. Thank you to Zoe. Maybe I'll buy some cookies with that. Who knows? Just kidding. It's for the donut goal. But I had to say it because cookies. I wish you didn't swap salt and sugar amounts. Ooh, that'd be bad. Like confuse one for the other. Oh, okay. Thank you to Zoe. What was I doing? Looking at dock materials. And one thing I wish this game did that it doesn't do, which is unfortunate. Ooh. Sorry, let me finish that thought before I share my ooh moment. So I'm wanting this dock to basically have a certain... How do I say this? So on the side that is going to attach to the land, I kind of want it to more or less contour to the land. But I don't want it to be just like a pier in width. I want it to be like pretty deep. So like the dock will start around here and it will run out at least to like here. Just in, that'll all be one giant solid platform that will then shift in size as it bends around, but then I don't know how to explain this. Basically take the shoreline, you've got the shoreline, then bring it all up to a certain level out from the shoreline, and then kind of give it a little bit of shape, so make it kind of wavy-ish, just to give it not just like a straight across line. And then from there, I want to have docks or piers that extend out, and that's where we'll end up docking all of our ships and boats. I did not explain that at all very well, so hopefully that makes some sense. Your heart just disappeared. Jay Stu, I don't know what that means, or if that's a good thing, but it's snowing! I'm sorry for those of you that came here to get away from the lovely snow that you have in real life that everyone seems to hate currently, because it's everywhere. But we have snow in game too. And this will make the ground all white. It's gonna be beautiful. Less explain, more show. Okay. So, my ooh moment was, I have a complaint with this game, and that it is operated, or the crafting system operates on a global grid system. The only game I can compare this to explain this better is Subnautica. So in Subnautica, you can build like 20 different bases if you want. The first piece you place down of that base pretty much acts in free place mode. You put it wherever the heck you want, and then everything you build after that, that's either connected or within, like, let's say 10 blocks away, falls on that grid. In this game, no matter where you start, there is a X and Y axis that it automatically snaps to. So I'd love to be able to basically merge different grids on this so I could have still things snapping together. Because if I place, let's just say I place this log right there. Now, I can't snap it to that. There's no way to extend that easily unless I meticulously line up another one, and it's not ideal. And it's a log, and placed like that, so I might just have to conform to 45-degree angles, is what I'm kind of saying. Send them over. So, what I'm thinking is and I only know this piece exists in logs, but there's this piece right here that's a 45-degree angle bit. So if I were to do the dock out of log blocks, which I realize how stupid expensive that's gonna be, like 308 is probably nowhere near enough, but if we were to basically... Oh crap, I didn't mean to craft that. What did I just craft? Ooh, it's short and fat. That could make for a good pillar. It's not short and fat, it's half of a... What am I talking about? It makes 2, so that's half of... Whatever, we'll use it. But basically, if I were to run logs, I could snap things to 45-degree angles. Let me make a couple of these just to show you what I'm talking about, so you guys can see. So this makes 4. That should demonstrate my point. Alright, so let's say we started the dock... I want to do it one up so we can just see it. So let's say we did something like this, and then we take these pieces and do this number. And I don't know exactly how this is going to work. Oh crap, that's probably not going to work at all. Well, no, just kidding. We would just place a bunch of these, but you have to keep rotating them back and forth. And they don't share. So that's an issue. You can't share that tile. Otherwise, that'd be kind of the look I'm going for. You can see that right there. It's a angled piece, and you just do that for the curvatures. I'm gonna have to look at what I can make out of wood, because I don't know how this is gonna work at all to get those angles. Rotate circle side up. Are you saying do the entire thing out of like... I'm trying to think what you mean there, Sky. Oh, Kira, no, I don't think I did. Ask about the food. You asked what I was getting and then said something about getting food. I just said that I ended up ordering Uber Eats after my Dream Daddy stream on Friday. And I got Jack in the Box. I don't think I said more than that, but... The slanty wood looked nice. Yeah, Jen, and I like it. And it works if you're just doing a 45-degree angle piece by itself. Which I could do... I don't mind doing the free placing. Sorry, I'm trying to explain this. My only gripe is that things don't... What is that? How does that look? Is that things don't snap very well. If I could do something... See, I don't like the color of that. I could do something like that, and then... Something like... What does this look like? Something like that? For the dock? And that would give us our angled pieces? Yeah, it's like Minecraft, in that no matter how much of the block it takes up, it counts it as being fully filled. Like, this is considered a 2 by 1 by, or 2 by 2 by 1 block, so that entire space is occupied, even though you could technically flip that piece around and fit it in the exact same spot. It doesn't work like that. So it's slightly unfortunate, but it is what it is. We need to grab more food soon. Our melons are done, and now our blackberries shall be next. Okay, so we could do that option. These pieces that I just placed, that's a possibility. And then we could run the logs underneath of it, like on the edges. So let's say we just did a rectangle. You just have it on the sides of the rectangle. And that would allow us to make those 45-degree angles. Because we can do a 45-degree piece. You just alternate those bits every so often. Or every other piece. Sorry, so much of how I describe this game is very much in my head. So if nothing makes sense, I apologize. I like how I'm so focused on this. Everyone's talking about food. What are the... So these are wooden roof blocks. And no other material than wood makes sense, in my opinion. Now we got wooden fences. That's kind of cool. And long ones too. And then we could do a ladder, like going into the water. That could be cool. Food and wood are favorite topics. If you're building it out of food, do it from diamonds? I do have one diamond on the ship that we found. I don't know how we found it, but we found it. Okay, what did I end up making? A bunch of these, and then... Was it this piece? No, it was... This piece? Yeah? And those match in color? Must touch another object or block. That's fine. One thing I do want to check with these is there a color difference? Doesn't appear so. Ooh. I'm just... Okay, hold on. We're going to take a real significant detour here. There's a dyeing stand. I was just looking at that wood and thinking that looks way too light. We can make a dyeing stand, but... This is made out of a kiln, which requires clay. Hold on, guys. I want to see if we can dye this wood any darker. If we can, that'd be awesome. I don't know if it can be done at the same time or if it has to be done after the fact. But regardless, I want to check. So we need to place a kiln down. I guess this will just be our temporary platform for all things. Jen, I'm not sure. And that's why we're making this. I don't have a clue what can be made. You know, this is actually going to go in the earth. Just like that. Perfect. Cool. Okay, now we have the kiln. Take our wooden pieces, fuel it. And then this guy needs to go back on 8. Sword on 9, sure. And then, what am I even making? Glass. Out of sand, which I need to grab some sand. Make some glass. Oh boy. Yeah, I know, the possibilities. I was just looking at the YLANDS like home screen thing, and it shows a house with wooden beams, which we've made a lot of. But they're yellow. Which is exciting, because having colored possibilities would be sweet. And the fact that we even have a pigment jar, red pigment, green pigment, maybe there's a brown pigment, I don't know. But hopefully the dyeing machine will give some insight into that. Glass shards, we just needed what? 2, 3, 4, 5? And then if we had our glass blowing pipe, we could also make the sphere and stuff. I'll worry about that stuff later. I want to focus on the dock right now and potential coloring stuff. Should have brought my ship over to Doc's place. Oh, I don't think you could do that, Coco. Yes, let's focus on the duck. Oh my gosh. Maybe I'll eventually get a Doc emote. I think you have to hit, what is it, 1,000 subscribers to get custom emotes for your YouTube channel? I think. And then it's tiered, like every X number you get access to more. Or something like that. I don't know. It is 1,000. Thank you, Kira. And hi, Laura. Welcome. You came here at a very, I'm on a tangent time. So we've got the 5 glass, and we have... Crap, we need iron too, don't we? To make the dyeing stand. Okay, yes, it was 5 iron ingots as well. I'm hoping so, Kira. It's a slow grind, but we getting there. All right, I need iron bars and 5 of them. Wow, how did our inventory fill up so fast? Can I just type 5? I can. Why haven't I been doing that? That's amazing. Yes, Laura. That is. My brain works in very fantastical ways. Dyeing stand. This thing is massive. Okay, dyeing stand, you're going right next to the kiln. We're gonna be very space efficient with our little platform of stuff. I was gonna put a roof on this, but screw that. Dyeing stand. Oh, cool. Okay, so there's 5 different pigments. Red, green, blue, black, and white. Do you mix green and blue pigment to make your... Oh, that's cool. Dyeable items. Oh, crap. These wooden blocks aren't dyeable. Or are they? The heck? Bye, Tazoli. Thank you for joining. It's time for you to sail away. Thank you again for hanging out. Have a good rest of your day, man. Or a good night, because you're in the UK. So yeah, good night. I think UK is like, what, 7 hours ahead of me? I don't know. But bummer. We can't die what I wanted to die. The scroll bar makes it look like we could or something, but no. We can dye a flint lighter, though. That's cool. Colorable selections? Oh my gosh. Hexadecimal? Oh. I don't have one, Jen, but I know there is one, and that might be more applicable to this. Current palette number 1. Number 2, number 3. Hex colors for crafting and dyeing items. That is a rabbit hole. Alright, so we can't... We're just gonna build this, and we'll come back and color it, or recolor it later, I guess, because right now there's nothing we can do about it. Alright, let's start making some wood. So we need a lot of these. Like a lot of them. I hate that it does that so much. What did we run out of? Our saw, I'm guessing? Did our saw break? Yes, it did. And I'm only... I don't have any repair kits. Can I make more real quick? What does it take? Rope. We should have some grass on us. Repair kits. Ooh, advanced repair kit. Let's try that. Maybe those repair... We'll wait till the saw breaks again, and then we'll see if it fully restores it. That could be awesome. Yeah, I know there is some sort of spray paint gun. I don't know when you get it, or how that all works, but it does exist. And where was the other piece I wanted? These? That better be right. Okay, so we should have just broken our saw. It's broken. Repair it using the advanced repair kit. And that puts it to use, so it raises it 2 levels. So using another one, I feel like would be wasteful. This is gonna just take a lot of this. I'll click till it breaks and we'll start placing. How's that sound? Okay. This is gonna get difficult. Ooh. Okay, so I'm thinking we do the entire dock at a level that works with our ships. So that's basically 4 something. Actually, hold on one sec. We're gonna get this thing closer just so I can get a height reference. We're gonna try to get it closer, because what I want to do is have let's back up this way. What I want to do is have the dock level with all of our ships, and then also have the ability... Ooh, I could just... If only I had this thing flipped around, because I've got the plank going right out like that. Oh well. We just need to get a height marker, so where we land doesn't really matter. I'm intentionally gonna pretty much hit land here. Or close to it. Okay, anchor. Perfect. So we're just gonna use this for height. Oh, come on. There we go. So this is roughly... And we're putting something on top of it. So if we did that, that is our height that we need these placed at. Just making sure that's still correct. Yes, and then we'll place something on top of that. So, I don't know how I want to start with this. Is there a way to keep things level? I guess I could just eyeball it and... Okay, so that went up, but... Yeah, that's going to be way too hard to eyeball. Okay, we're going to do something real quick. And just run out a line of these. Location too far, that's okay. This is just to keep height. Correct? And then... Not enough space, whatever. And then I want to go back and pull all of these. Because we're not going to keep these. We'll end up adding them back later, but this is just how I'm... Think of it as placing a blueprint in the forest. I want to start kind of right in the middle there, because that's going to be the furthest back we're taking things. This is so ridiculous, but it works, so that's what matters. Oh, I wish there was a level that you could use or something to make this a lot easier. That would be very useful. And there might be. I totally just spit. Excuse me. There might be, I just don't have access to it yet. I feel like that's a common theme in this game. It's like, oh, why can't I do this? Remember how I was complaining about not being able to remove items with precision? And then we got the demo hammer? And now we can do just that? Come on, I don't want to freeze to death. Thank you. And then we can pull all these. And that is the height that the top of the log? Oh crap. Did I line it up in line with it? I think I did, right? I'm pretty sure I did. Some Viking you are not willing to freeze to death. If it looks stupid but works, it's not stupid. I like that saying. Okay. That is the height we're going for. Which means it's going to end up... And I want to kind of figure out spacing now. Let's say every... Well, no, because we're doing 2 wide segments. So it's not going to be perfect. Alright. Time to start letting me load up my hotbar with... And actually be smart about things for a change. So we'll have wood, or logs in one hand, wooden blocks in the other, and that there. That should be all we need, and then food in 7, which we're hungry right now. So we'll nom on some blackberries real quick. We can't be perfect, make it look organic. It's gonna look... hopefully good, I'm thinking. Hold on. If we just run this into the land, so have it completely connect with the land all the way across the shore, or at least the parts that I'm having it connect, or maybe we'll have like a main entrance and then a couple... Yeah, that's gonna work better, I think. Instead of having, basically, sorry, what I'm thinking through right now is having this piece just do that so it connects like into the earth. I'm thinking I'll do that here in the middle, which I'm going to treat as like the main segment. Also, I want to pull this up real quick just so we don't lose... I don't know if that's going to stay where it's at right now. So some of these trees are going to have to go, and I'm seeing that, and I shall make it happen, because they're in my way. And let's cut it this way, so it doesn't fall in the water, if that's even how this works. I don't know if there's any control over which direction things fall, but... No, definitely not. It's falling on top of me. Okay, that's a thing. How much you want to bet I'm going to accidentally pick up the log that I placed? I got red pigment from something. which is super exciting for future endeavors, but not quite yet. Okay. This tree is gonna have to go to... Or does it have to go? It's so tall. What if we worked around it? That could be kind of cool. Yeah, I might have swung at the coral and hit that. That's a very good point. Thank you, Coco. Grok, you totally should. It's fun. Okay, so we need to figure this out real quick. I'm okay losing that log. Ooh, one thing I do need to make sure that I'm doing consistently is the rotation of these things. Oh, guys. Can I flip it around and have it connect? I don't know. I also can't see. So let's pull those up. Let's pull the one up. Those have both hardened already. We'll sleep. We'll make it morning. And yeah. Get it? When we can join DDub when he puts out a tavern notice for Viking crew members. I did say I was willing to open this up to other people, but I don't know how to say it or how to... you guys know I'm super picky with building, and that's not going to change if I have other people join me. So, like the resource gathering aspect of things, definitely it's going to be a grind. And I'm fine with people building things too, as long as it sticks with the theme and style and all that, but... Grok. You get it? Okay, so what is the best way to make these look? Do I just do them all uniform? Do I do them random? Do I... Because you can't make the... If I do that, the pattern just repeats a lot. Or is this even the block I want to use? I made a ton of them, but... Pillage and plunder, make food. Why is this so... I need to repair that saw, don't I? If there's a block that... That makes one. That makes one as well. That makes 4. Is this going to look better? Does this not have as much of a... It's deeper. I don't know if I want that. Yeah, never mind on that. Are there any other 2x2 that look... And I don't want this, because that's going to be incredibly... I could do these, but then the corners get weird. Why is this so... Why do you mean, why is DDub so? Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of both. I just don't want that repeated texture. And I might have to just suck it up and deal with it. Because I'm not seeing anything that looks any better. Unless we were to do these, which have a consistent pattern, and just place them... Place more of them? I think that's the better option than these. I made a lot of them. So hopefully I can find another use for these. But... Oh, this is going to get so expensive. Alright, let's see if I can remember which one I just made. Was it this one? I think it was this one. Just to double check. Yes, it was this one. Alright. And these are the ones we made before, too, I believe. This is gonna be so nice. Okay, so let's make a lot of them. Until our thing breaks. Yeah. Alright, so now we need to swap those out with that. Logs can go back there. Oh boy. Okay, so I want to make this... How wide is wide enough? Let's go one wider on this side. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 14 wide. What if we do 16 wide? And then basically this is just gonna connect into the land all the way across. This is going to look really cool when it's done, I'm hoping. Yeah, and this is a pattern I can actually get behind because it looks kind of like planks while allowing it to be varied, and I can put it wherever I need it. Oh man, I think it'd be so cool to have like an YLANDS server where, I don't know, I watch a lot of, why did that rotate? I watch a lot of, did that get, are those any different? No, not really, and I'm glad, because that would drive me nuts. I watch a lot of Hermitcraft, which is a Minecraft server, and I think that'd just be so cool to have, like a community of people who are all passionate about the game, enjoy building, are all good at what they do. I don't know, I think that'd just be awesome. Ooh, you have your foods now. Kikyo, welcome. Hello. So yeah, this is gonna be... It's so steep. But that's okay. We'll do a little bit of terraforming, maybe put some stairs. Oh, Coco, I know they have the option. I'm talking about desiring the community for it. I know the ability is there. I just don't... I don't know. Someone did comment on one of my YLANDS streams basically saying they had a server I could join or something because they liked the way I built or something. I don't know. I'll have to go back and look at the comment, but it was interesting. I don't know if we'll take them up on that, but okay. Wooden blocks we do have more of, but we're going to make more because this is going to be so expensive. And this really doesn't make that much for repair kits. Like each one of those is taking a nail basically. Okay. I think I want to start figuring out how far out this is going to go. I think. And what I'm planning on doing is having basically every so often have one of these segments that basically connects to the land. But I'll need to space it off of this because it's 2 wide segments, so. Gaming with Kira and Doc is goals. Build with us, not strangers. I'm down. I said I'm down. I just gotta figure out the best way to go about doing it. Especially, yeah, Trix and Coco, you guys said it's kind of buggy. Can you guys elaborate more on multiplayer being buggy? Like, what kind of issues does it have? How far out do we go? We'll start with that. That might be too much. Or actually, that might not be enough. I think that's on the lesser side of how much I'm going to add to this dock. Like I said, I got some inspiration for this build from both Google Images and from The Witcher 3. Like I said, I think I mentioned it. Oh, what the heck? There's a place in The Witcher 3 called Skellige, and I'm kind of not basing this off that, but I'm using it for inspiration. Ooh, I like how it... I think it... Because we've used more than 50 of these, right? Did it fill this stack and start pulling from another one? It did. That's cool. When Salty's horse didn't render. Alright, I think... Yeah, that's wide enough for like a main... here thing. Do I add one more on this side, or do I keep that tree? I don't know. I'm thinking that's wide enough. I'm also thinking it needs to go deeper, because that is not nearly enough. Like, nowhere close. God, this is gonna get so expensive. But it's gonna be so fun. Like, this is gonna look so cool when it's done. And it's gonna take a while till it's done. We might make some significant progress. I still have another hour. And if we're doing this at this rate, then Heck, I'm just gonna make a lot of these. And then repair, and then make more. And do this a couple times. We need to go deeper! Giselle, you're back? Hello! Need to go sleeper? That first need was a you. You need to go sleeper? Question mark. Alright, one more repair, and then we'll call this good for now. And I am going to go back through with the 45-degree bits once I figure out how far out we're going. And then we'll figure out curvature from there. I do want this to kind of have... Well, no, I need to... Aw. Well, Tuzo, if you're still here... Sorry if I... Can I call you that? Tuzoli? Whatever. I want people's opinion real quick. So, this isn't just going to run straight out. At some point, I'm going to branch off at a 45-degree angle, going to the left and to the right, but not at the same area. Branch out at a 45-degree angle. At what point should I do that? Should I, like, cover land? I'm not going to connect it with the land, but should I branch it out and have it running this way? Or should I leave a little bit of water so you can still see? I think it would look better if it's a little bit further out, and so you can still see the shoreline, so it's not just totally covered in wood. That way you still have like a coastal feel to it. And heck, you could even go under it at this height. We could run out until... Could basically go underneath. Potentially. That might not work out depending on height. Leave water. Okay. So we'll do that. Actually, let me figure out where that's going to go right now. Just while we're talking about it. So that needs to go like that. And... Another thing is this is going to have to be... I'm trying to think what I was about to say. I don't know what I was about to say. And this doesn't have to just be straight 45-degree angles either. I could go straight for one piece and then do a singular 2-wide block and then go straight for 2 and then... I don't know. Let's just place and see how it looks. Is that going to be enough clearance to go underneath? It is. So I'm kind of digging that. If we go out like so... Maybe, I don't know. That's kind of cool. You know, let's actually change this up ever so slightly. And we'll fill it in. We need to get these back on our hotbar. Do 9. So if we start filling this in, then we can do something like this. Hold on. Like that. And have some variation in how it looks. And then we could even... I don't know. Just to break up the straight lines. Or should we go with the straight lines? Speak soon, because I've got like a minute left. Trix likes the variation. Coco. It is on the plans, if you'll remember. Where is it at? Shipping warehouse. A larger structure right on the dock for miscellaneous storage and large quantities of items. It's on the to-do list. Variation breakup lines. I made it bigger, Coco. Break up the straight lines. Kira, you're in the minority here. Although I do... Hold on. Okay, so... Okay, I'm gonna do a happy medium of that. I'm going to do my best to more or less follow the shoreline. But right here, it goes pretty much straight out. Can I walk on this? I can. But then when it gets to about here, it starts shallowing out some. So we'll go straight for a little bit and then maybe do another 45 and then run it straight. So we're going to do a kind of a mix of the two. Because I do want to follow the shoreline here, like you mentioned, but I also don't want to just do straight lines, so. Oh, and we have to fill this all the way out, too. Let's do that just so I have some room to walk. That sounds good, Sky. What did Sky say? I think you should break it up when necessary, but not do it just to do it. That's kind of what I'm going to do. So I'll do it if it's required to keep the curvature the same, but not just because it needs to be broken up. I like that. I also like how deep the water is here. It's not super deep, but compared to our starter island, it was super shallow, like all the way around. Food break! Which also means water break for me. Also, hello! We got 15 people out there. Hello, all you lurkers. How's it going? Okay. Are you guys starting to get more of an idea with how this is going to look? I'll go back through and add supports, I think, at the end. I think trying to do it while I'm going is just going to mess me up. Okay. So, this is at least going to stick... Well, at some point I got to start figuring out... Oh, gosh. I got to figure out how far out this is going to go, too. I want it to stay kind of in scale-ish and be a pretty large port for these massive ships. But I also need to start, like, giving it some curves, too. Coco, this is just going to be sort of... I don't know the correct terminology for this. If you've ever been to, like, a boardwalk, there's that whole huge section for people to walk on. This is where, I don't know, games like any Assassin's Creed game that has, like, a port in it. This is going to be, like, where the shipping and the receiving stuff goes on. But then from wherever this ends, I'm going to have... Think of them like little fingers jutting out that the ships would pull up next to dock, and those are going to be more similar to the dock we've already built on our starter island. This right now that I'm working on is just the... I hate when it does that. This is just the shipping and receiving portion, if you want to call it that. Also, now that I'm looking at this, is there a 1x1 angle? That'd be super nice. Probably not. If there's anything that makes 4 pieces, like that, potentially. I want to see if that's a thing. And heck, a wooden roof block might work too, but... Crap, where'd that go? This one? That's 2. Where's the one that made 4? Is it this? No, that's wooden roof. What the heck, guys? What just made 4? That makes 4, but that's not what I want. Either is that. Where did it go? That makes 4 tiny blocks. Ah, this one. What does this do? So we can... Perfect. I'd actually rather use these for the minor variations to keep things with the contour of everything rather than the larger ones. I'm so glad I found those. Okay, sweet. I don't think we need our map, so we'll move our food, blocks, and then tiny blocks. And we'll make some more of those, because that is super useful. Not a ton, but... Sorry for the lurk. 23 hours this weekend? Ew. That's gross. I haven't gotten final numbers yet, but it was busy all night. Busy at a fundraiser is usually good. Uh, Kira, I'm planning on no, but yes, the way I'm planning on using them. Um, because we're doing a 2 block right here. So you're just filling in that gap. So does it look perfect? No. Is it noticeable? Not really. But yeah, it'll work like that. And so we have these pieces still going like that, and it gives it a little bit of, it breaks it up like that. I don't know if I want to do that right there, but that was just for demonstration purposes. I think I'll go out this length, and then I'll extend it in certain spots just to give it a little bit of, just not totally straight lines. And I also got to figure out where I'm connecting the ears and how many I want to make and all that. And I also, why did that rotate on its own? I also need to build a boat, not a ship, but a boat, and figure out what height those go on. Because all of these are being built, heck, this entire thing is being built at a level that plays nice with the ships. I'm gonna have to have basically stairs going down to lower piers that work for the boats, which I think will give some dimensionality and depth to everything. Where did I screw this up? Wait, what? Don't tell me I did this all off-centered. 2, 2, 2. Oh, crap. Time to pull as much as I can, as quickly as I can. Woohoo! Glad I caught that. I'm gonna have to demo some of this, but... Hey, on the bright side, they're so similar that you couldn't even really tell. Kinda. And now why is that trying to place over there? That looks so ridiculous. There we go. That is good. I don't notice a pattern in them, which I know that sounds weird, that's good, but after finishing 80%, hey, I could have let it hardened, and now I only have to destroy 2 by whatever that is. It could have been worse, alright? Had I moved slower. And I'm sure someone out there is going to suggest you could just rotate and fill. No, I cannot do that. Oh. How long does this take to break? Let's actually start out here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that gives us wood pieces because I don't need to be careful about it. How does this work? Better, hopefully. And I still get wood pieces. It's just a little bit more rough around the edges, which I'm fine with rough around the edges. Until we get to the edges I want to preserve, then I don't plan on being so rough around the edges. Yeah, this won't be nearly as bad. That's so weird how that one becomes targetable after we destroy the others. Ooh! Did you guys even see those getting hit? Because I didn't. Whatever, I'll fix them. We have the wood. And I'm thinking next stream I will end up opening it up to anyone who wants to join and help. Like, with this, it's just placing stuff down. Obviously, I screwed it up, but... Goodbye for real this time, Tazuli. Have yourself a good night. And we'll see you soon, hopefully, I'm sure. Because I'm going to be back with more YLANDS again, hopefully soon. Do I risk swinging my... Kira, you're bad. I'm rough with my... Okay, it's demo. Demo hammer time. It's hammer time. Always. Yeah, this will go much better. This could have been bad, though, had I kept going and not realized it. So I'm glad I did. And we're almost back to being able to spam blocks willy-nilly. Okay, back to block spamming. In the correct measurements this time. Or, not measurements. Placements. I'm gonna have to make more of these soon, aren't I? The heck? Why are those looking weird? Is it a side thing? The heck? I wasn't having this issue before. Not that it's an issue, I do kind of like that variation, but just in 2 spots? No thank you. And while I was continuing with the exact same one, all across. Better? Sorry, I'm seeing if I notice any patterns. Whatever. It's not. I tried rotating and I think it fixed it. I hope it fixed it. If there's any second opinions on what I'm placing right now, I think the pattern's been changed up, but I don't really think it's noticeable, especially when we're moving and we have stuff covering most of this. I think it'll be fine. And we can always come back through and fix it later. As much as I don't want to do that, we could if we had to. Mistakes in this game are expensive, though. Like, you don't get resources back. So if you place it, you got... Are we out already? We're out already. Lovely. These wooden blocks, what do they break into? Wooden pieces? Hi, cat. Welcome. It did? That was when you were like, what? Oh, you're right. Where it popped up. Just kidding. This is looking so nice. And it's kind of to scale. At least the scale I'm wanting. I might even bring it further out. I do kind of want to get the rough outline first, and then we can go back and thicken it up. I think, yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll take it out to this far end. Ooh. What are everyone's thoughts on a lighthouse? Or like some sort of signal beacon? That actually is something, not like an actual lighthouse. Like if you think lighthouse in your head, not that. But like in olden days, maybe not Vikings necessarily, but they would signal to each other using fires on the top of like really tall towers. You'd light the fire to signal whenever something was happening, usually for war and whatnot. So fires would mean certain things. If we had one there that could be visible from somewhere else and we put like some signal towers throughout the island or something, maybe one somewhere, I'm pointing at the screen like you can see it, somewhere over there as well. And maybe one out on that island with a bridge to it or something. I don't know. The beacons are lit. Gondor calls for aid. Oh, Game of Thrones, I think. References. Okay, so we need to make some more of those to keep things moving along. And we're also going to need to go grab some more wood. Which is insane to say. Let's just break these, though. Because they're taking up space and I'm not going to use them. Same with these. We'll break these 7 at least. But these tiny ones we're going to use. These pieces are beautiful. So are these. And then I need more wood. Ooh, you know what we should do? Just while we're here and building stuff, take out our seed packet box and plant some trees. I'm gonna keep doing the birch trees. I know I said I don't like them, but I do like my conifers, and if I can keep them and work around them naturally, I will. I'm also gonna add some, probably. But the birches, I know that I'm gonna be cutting them down, so I'll just plant these, and we'll have wood for days. I should also probably use some of the wood on the ship. Wait, what? Lord of the Rings? Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm not well versed in my Lord of the Rings. Sorry. Don't shun me, please. Okay. Nom nom nom. What is going on with that boar? He was stuck. Not too close now? They're playing tag. Oh. Hi there, boar. Are you enjoying my dock? You got shelter down there? Oh. But yeah, one thing I'm thinking of doing, just to give you guys an insight to my head, is running along this on the underside, potentially one inside of the dock, and then having the supports stem down from that. I think that could be kind of cool looking and give it some more like dimensionality from the underside. Not that we're gonna see it that often, but when we do, I think it would be nice. Because just that with supports doesn't look super realistic just because of how large it is. It was fine with what we built at our starter island, but that was weird. But not so much. That's a lot. Ooh, and we can start stashing some sticks on here too, just to save space. Not that. Sticks. And wood pieces, and bark, and birch bark. So much of that. Log blocks. Okay, and that's good. Should we just go ahead and sleep till morning while we're here? Let's do it. Once we have stuff built, I'll do more at night. Once we have some lighting that we can use and whatnot. I don't like just skipping night always. I like working through it sometimes. Because the game looks different at all hours of the day, and it's kind of nice to see. But one other fire lighting thingy. Taking up space, fish for food, and grow some food. I've got stuff growing. I've got both flax and cotton, which is all ready. I don't think I'll do this. Didn't I plant? Ah. Our carrot. Did we just plant the one? I thought I had more than that. Yeah, we'll plant some stuff for food. Like potatoes. Get some potato plants going. And then I can make baked potatoes. Ooh, that sounds good right now, actually. Fish for food? I haven't... Actually... I haven't made a fishing rod yet. And I might do that. But I want to make some more progress on the dock first before I get super sidetracked in fishing, and then I'm going to want to build something fishing related, and maybe we'll save that for when we build a fishing hut, which will happen eventually. Oh, it's a lot of potato seeds. And I don't like the grid pattern, so we're going to change it up slightly. Make it all messy. Just so it's a giant field of potatoes, and it goes a lot faster doing this too. Find 5 oysters and then make the fishing rod. Like I said, I might save that till we have a fishing hut I don't know. Seems fitting. And I know I'm gonna get distracted. Like I'm getting distracted right now. By planting food that I don't need right this second at least. I have a lot of food on the boat. So. Okay. Back to crafting wood stuff. This baby. Craft for days. Viking fishing helpers. Is there a need to do another advanced repair kit with 2 advanced repair kits? I feel like it goes from pristine to used to worn to broken. I think that's right. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Alright, we'll do that once more. This is so grindy. Wrong button. And with that, we'll get back to building. And we can keep our blackberries full too. Just with these bushes right here. That's kind of useful. Just top off, don't go above 20 because then it starts taking up more space. But alright, let's at least get a rough, when I say rough, I mean rough, outline of what we're doing here. So these are the small wooden blocks, I believe. And these are the larger ones, and then these are, okay. So we're gonna fill this in, let's say 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 from each one. Just to get a starting thing going. And then we'll do the same here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know why it does that. And then we can every so often go back through and fill in the gaps. Oh, this is gonna take so long. But it's gonna be so nice. But in my defense, I did tell you guys to measure your expectations, or temper your expectations, or whatever I said. 30-minute countdown? Ah, yes, thank you. 30 minutes till today's premiere, guys. Just so you know. Okay. And so now I want to take this out. We'll do this for a little bit. And then maybe do... Oh my goodness. That. And then have these. And then maybe we'll go a little bit more and do one more of those. Maybe, yeah, one more. And then another single. Oh, not that. Yes, it's for Firewatch, Kikyo. In T-minus 38 minutes. 28 minutes, not 38. One of these days, I'll figure out the easiest way to orient this stuff to rotate it exactly how I need. Today is not that day. So you can press both C, F, and R to rotate around all the different axes. That's 6, 7, 8. So I'll bring these out a little bit, just to have some more room. And again, this side of things, the ocean-facing side, is going to change quite significantly at some point. Well, like that right there is a little too narrow. But I'm thinking at like the narrowest point, it'll be maybe like 1.5 times this right here. I don't know. And I don't know if I want to do handrails or not. I haven't decided yet. I don't think a pier would. But I was going to make you late to my own premiere. Oh, man. Kira, what are you still pretty satisfied with? Just the building? Your expectations didn't need to be measured? Okay. Sorry, right now I'm trying to think about where I want to connect up again to land. I think this is a little too close. but I think doing a not as wide of one somewhere. Heck, what if we keep these two trees and do it right between the trees? That could work. I want to try and keep as much of this area natural as I can, minus just like all the crap on the ground, but the trees and stuff. The almost daily dose of Doc. Yeah. Alright, so I think at that point we go straight. Yeah, we'll keep this just going straight for a little while. Pretty much as far as it'll let me. And then we're gonna center it up. Ooh, it even lets me go further. Center up wherever I can between those trees. Leave a little bit of a gap on either side. And then run it into the land. And I think that'll be a nice look. I can't imagine, like... Whoa. Why does it do that? I'm gonna say that every time it happens, by the way, so get used to it. So I've got ideas in my head for how I kind of want this place to look. Not like the final product, but I've got ideas for builds and stuff. Do a cut inwards to follow that lip on the shore? Are you talking about this lip right here? Kira? You might be getting timed out right now. If so, sorry. I'm assuming that's the thing you're talking about. Kira, get out of timeout already, alright? Normally yes, but I did just mention I want to run this into the land, so that's not quite going to be happening. So we have a 2-wide gap there. Probably ahead that bigger edge. Coco, you want to try that again? I like how quickly everything gets snow covered. That's cool. Do that there. And that there. And then run this into the land. Are we out? We're already out. Yo, Bells, what's up? It's snowing here in YLANDS, and we are building a dock, which I love the snow. It covers the dock entirely. Ooh, it's so nice looking. Oh, get it, Bells. Yes, get it. Coco, telling me a direction as to where I should probably head that bigger edge does not help at all. I don't know what that means to begin with. Snow, snow, schmo, bro, yo. Yeah, sorry for that. Okay. More wood. All of it. I almost made the wrong stuff. It's this one. Should I just finish off our logs? Probably. So we don't have to do this as often. Broyo? That sounds like Froyo with your bros. Yeah, it's Hun Cow. Don't you know, Kira? Did I not repair that? I don't have any repair kits. Have I gone through that many? Oh my gosh. What else do I need? More rope. Rope. How high do repair kits stack? Let's find out. 10. 10 is the max. Okay, that's fine. We'll need to use them anyway, so they'll get gone quick. Ooh, Rita's here. Kiki, oh, I did. It happened. All the Ks. Were you guys here when, or during the stream that I had a... Am I making the right ones? Distracted. That's why I changed my name on Kira's server. Because I have a Kira, a Kiara, and a... Wait. What was it? A Kira, K-I-E-R-A, I think is what it was. A Kirara, and a Kiara. And it's a lot of Ks and Aras and stuff. And Rena, I think I already said hi, but if I didn't, because I'm thinking I didn't, hi again. Welcome. We're just doing this super grindy crafting stuff right now. But we're about to get back to dock building with Doc. Please don't break before we... Ah, beautiful. And then I can probably repair that to get it up to used again. Okay. We'll put that on 7. I can't see the wood grain anymore, like where things are facing. So hopefully it all works fine. Hold on, let me pull up these plants real quick, cause or punch sticks. That works too. Are those bear berries? They are. Ah, the snow is melting. That's so cool. I love it. Ooh, this is a much shallower into land than the other one. Oh my gosh, go in the same direction, please. Thank you. And if I can see any bit of it, it's getting its own block. Because that's how I operate. Kira, you don't want to miss the exciting dock building. You never know what could happen at any moment. Like I could misplace a block. Like that. Ooh, riveting content that Kira missed, guys. Make sure she knows about it when she gets back. She missed the block placement of a century. Should I make this... Do I make this perfectly centered? Or do I... Well, first of all, I wanted to make this... Oh, crap, I already built this whole one. No, I didn't. Just kidding. I want to make this a little bit narrower. So I'm going to pull... Oh, that's a lot. Or I'll just keep that where it is and make it slightly different. There we go. And then we could continue extending this out and at some point narrow it off as well. But not at the same point in time and not by as much. So maybe something like that? Huh? Potentially? Let's get this all placed and see how it looks. I think I need another one here too. And I do. And with that... Hold on. That looks odd. Why does that look so odd? Because I need to do a large one. That's why. There. That looks strange. Not being identical or symmetrical. I think I kind of want to make it symmetrical. Wow, the lighting glitches with this material. Yeah, Kikyo, it's pretty tough to place sometimes. Cafe? Doc is looking good. I'm glad the text for that is on screen. It's spelled D-O-C-K. I'm not that cocky. Thank you, Cafe. I'm liking it. Alright, I need help though. Do I bring this side out further? And make it match? I think I should make it match. It's intentional. I think that looks wonky. So I'm gonna do it because no one's saying anything yet. I know I'm impatient, but I gotta be in this. So do that. I think that looks better being a intentional piece. And then it'll make the supports line up as well. So make it match. I did, and I like it better. And then this one being the main one, it's a little bit wider and just goes straight in, which I think is nice. And I may come back and break this up ever so slightly. I don't know. Or I might not. I might just fill it with boxes and put like a fence on the side so it's less... I don't know. Yeah, I kind of like the taper too. And that might be something I redo on the other side eventually, if I like that better. Alright though, now I need input from you guys. What do I do on this end? How do I end it? Do I keep following the curvature and then just basically run it into the cliff? So it looks like it's being supported by the cliff. And then this area is probably where I would end up doing the warehouse. Boardwalk to the lighthouse. I'm actually not sure that's where I'll do it. I'm mentioning doing it, and it might end up... Wow, sorry for that camera angle. I might end up doing it like up on top somewhere. And then do like a spiral staircase inside of the cliff or something to get to it. I don't know how large this thing is. Or how buildable it is. Oh, it's so freezing. No sharks, please, no sharks. Yeah, this is pretty tiny for what I would be building on it. So I might do it up on like, you know, flatten that cliff off a little bit and build it up there. Make an observation platform, maybe be on the edge of the cliff. Ooh. You're giving me ideas, Jen. Not quite an observation platform, but okay, so let's say we're to just take this dock and curve it. I keep gesturing like you guys can see it. Curve it that way. That backwards for what you guys are seeing. Make it do that. Curve it towards the cliff this way. And then do the warehouse in this area. And then like to the left of the warehouse. And the warehouse could even potentially have like a rooftop storage type thing. We could have a ladder going up to the top of the warehouse. And then from up there, another ladder going up to a platform that would then lead to some sort of watchtower type thing. I'm thinking that could work and be kind of cool. Do all the things. Yeah, sorry, this is so confusing to... So basically, this end of the dock goes this direction and runs straight into the cliffside. And so does the inside, but you end up with a fairly large platform area. And this might even be acceptable to like run this out a little bit and then have it connect to the land just to give more room to build on for that warehouse. I don't know, guys. So many decisions. So many decisions. All right, let's work on just curving this around. Next, I feel like you guys were really wanting that notch somewhere, so maybe I'll do that right here. And then do that. So many decisions to make. In Minecraft, it's a whole lot easier, at least for me, to plan my builds. In this, it gets so, like, tiny. Drink more water. Maybe you're getting dehydrated. Oh, you're talking to Bells, not me. But I'll drink more water anyway. Thank you for the reminder. I'm now out, but... Alright, we're about to be working through a storm. Just kidding, that's more snow. I feel like it always snows. I don't know if we do get rain here or not. But I'm okay with just snow. Because it's beautiful. And get ready for everything to get covered and us to not be able to see what we're really doing. Alright. One more on that, and then I think we'll do a 45-degree angle, one of the larger ones. Run that there, and then... I don't know. This is difficult to plan. Actually, whoa, too fast. So if we do that, and then... Gosh, this is difficult. And of course, the moments I'm having issues is when it gets super quiet. It's peaceful, though. We'll need building materials supply runners next stream. At this rate, yeah. The amount of logs that I'm using is kind of insane. Our birch trees are slowly growing, though. We got the little saplings there. This is looking cool. That's looking kind of jagged. But jagged's okay. I think it's just looking odd because I'm comparing it to a completely flat other side. Which I'm not done with, so. Thank you, Sky. Man, I don't want to stop. I want to keep going. But there's a premiere to get to. The show must go on. Alright, so what angle are we working with here? Like, hold on, let me actually... I don't know. Part of me wants to just, like, run this out all the way, just to give ourselves a lot of room to work with for building something. And I think I might try that, and see just where this puts us. Because it's gonna be... Oh, wow. Okay, maybe not. Because that goes forever. That's way farther than I thought it would be. What if we do... Hold on. Alright, I'm getting ideas. So what if we do the warehouse on a lower level than all this stuff? So basically, finish out... Hold on, let me get to where I can better explain this. So we continue the dock in its curvature like we were planning, but then we have a platform that's like maybe 1 or 2 blocks lower that brushes right up against the pier. I'm thinking 1 because then you wouldn't be able to see underneath it. Welcome, Kira, to decisions that are being made. So do the dock, the same curvature, build a platform that's slightly lower, and then have the warehouse on that. I think that could work. The wood keeps the snow and you pick it up. Yeah, it's cool. The snow in this game is really well done. Yeah, Coco, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Maybe a different material. The stone would make sense. I don't know. I like that. So now at this point, we're not necessarily following the curvature of this. We're just giving it a gentle curve into the cliffside. So I'm going to try my best in 8 minutes. Which I don't even know if I'll have the materials to get this all done. I don't think I will. But to get some rough shape going here. So if we do... I don't want to do that quite yet. Maybe do just a soft... Oh, that was exactly what I needed. So was that. Why is this looking so strange to me? It's because I need to do it here. There we go. So that way these line up. Yeah. This is not stressful, but now I'm on a time crunch, so I want to get it done. Okay, we have more. That should probably be a 45, the larger one. And then we run this straight into the cliff at this angle? That is really far. Do we like that? I could even soften that angle up by oh wait, no I can't, just kidding. because that won't work. I think I like that, because then if we're putting a platform underneath, it'll make more sense. We can still do a little bit of action with the side, but 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I kind of want to do these all the same just so I can have a segment to look at that's uniform. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We get to count to 8 like 10 times now. Yay! And we're almost out, I think. Unless we have more, which we might. That's all she wrote, folks. Let's cut some trees. Let's cut some trees. Let's cut this big tall one. And use whatever wood that gives us. Kira, not necessarily on the water. I'm still going to build an elevated platform for it, but it's going to be at a slightly lower elevation. What is with these boars trying to get killed while I'm cutting wood? I don't get it. We're about to take down multiple trees here. That is not a lot of logs. Which is upsetting, because we're about to end, and I don't have time to stream after this. Or after the premiere, either. Because Kira's streaming, and I'm joining that, and then I gotta record Graveyard Keeper after that. And then edit that, and then probably go to bed. 'Cause that'll be late. Yeah, we're not getting this done. But we can at least make these and see what happens. See how far we get. Yeah, so I edited a video this morning, which is, what we're about to be watching here in 4 minutes. And then I did like 30 minutes of research as far as like Viking stuff goes. And it's exciting. Like, I like getting, or like doing research for stuff. Why did that happen so strangely? Probably user error, but whatever. And then, how many more do we have? Ooh, enough to get close, but not quite. We're so close. Although I'm probably still gonna expand this out, so we're not as close as I'm thinking we are. And then the last one goes right there. Yeah, that's definitely not wide enough. I'm thinking like double that. But we're going to be going a week without Kira streams again. Not that my streams are a replacement at all for Kira's, but if it's any good news, I only work 2 days next week. So I'm thinking some streams might be happening. And it's probably all gonna be this, because I am now very fixated on making this place awesome. Not that I've been streaming a lot of other things recently. I do want to get back into No Man's Sky at some point. But right now, this game is just, it's got my attention. I cut 2 trees down at once. Not what I meant to do. Oh crap. 8 minutes. Or not 8 minutes, it's 58 right now. Technically, the premiere has the 2-minute countdown. So, you should watch me instead of watching me. That makes sense. Yay, strams! Strams, I think as, Salsa calls them. Sparkle Salsa. I thought that's what you said, Jen. I totally read that wrong. But, okay, we'll come back for that tree in a bit. I want to finish at least the 8 so we can... Actually, no, I'm getting ambitious. Let's at least just take a look at what we've done. Holy crap. So that's progress, guys. That is progress. Oh, not that. Sticks. Food. It's rough, but it's rough progress, and I like that. I'm also thinking I do want to end up tapering this one. After looking at that, I really like how that looks, and it feels grand, and I'm kind of liking that, so. For day 1, and the first, like, what, 30 minutes of the stream, just kind of cutting trees and contemplating stuff. Pretty decent start. I'm happy with it. This is still going to get expanded out quite a bit more, I think. At least another like 10 or so. So at least double this. Because I want to be able to have like storage on both sides. Not that I'm going to use it, although I probably will. But it's just going to look nice. And we're also starting in the middle and didn't even finish half of one half. So this is maybe a quarter of the dock. And then we have the supports and then all the decor on the top. But yeah, it's getting dark. I'm sorry, guys. We'll go to where we can see on our beautiful ship. And then I'm going to have to park this thing. Did I just step on a sea urchin? I think I did. Park this thing up against it and measure it out and then build something. The piers for it. So much work left to do. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining today's stream. Head on over to my channel, which you're already at, to watch today's premiere, which is starting in less than 2 minutes now. And then after that, go join Kira's stream. We're doing a new farm, the forest farm. Yeah, shake that booty, I will. Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in like a minute. And until then, as always, take care.